10 things women appreciate more than saying, I love you. Old Stoic wisdom. Love is not about what you say. It's about what you do. Unknown. Have you ever noticed that despite hearing I love you countless times, a woman might still feel distant? It's not that those words don't matter. They do. But the truth is, words alone can't ignite the deep, enduring connection we all crave. They might light a spark, but what we're after is a blazing fire, a profound bond that goes beyond due before we go any further. I ask you to take a moment to hit that like button and subscribe. Not for me, but for the connection this content creates. This isn't about ticking boxes or reciting platitudes. It's about offering something real, coming from the heart, for those who are tired of guessing what women truly want and are finally ready to feel seen, and make sure she feels the same way about you. What we're building here is a genuine connection, one that goes beyond mere words and deep into the realm of true understanding. Your energy fuels this journey, so let's keep it alive. Picture this. You walk into a room, same clothes, same expression, but there's something different in the way you carry yourself. You're not scrambling for her attention. You own the space. You sit next to her, not waiting for her to notice you, but ensuring she feels your presence, even if she doesn't immediately recognize it. Today, we're not here to provide typical relationship tips. We're diving deeper. We're exploring 12 ways to show a woman she's loved, cherished, and appreciated. Ways that go far beyond the simple words, I love you. This is for the man who understands his worth, but is ready to leave an unforgettable impression. Forget the advice that tells you to hold back, to be less. Being authentic, being unapologetically yourself, that's what makes you irresistible. This is not about playing nice. This is about making an impact. So, take a breath, absorb what comes next. It's not fluff, it's fuel. This is wisdom for the soul, disguised as relationship advice. When you've finished reading, I don't want you to merely understand your power. I want you to step into it fully. And if you're ready for this shift, say these 4 words out loud. I am the gravity, not the magnet, not the bait, the gravity. Now, let's set this fire ablaze. Number 1. The power of undivided attention. The power of undivided attention is one of the most profound gifts you can offer a woman. Imagine this, you're sitting across from her at your favorite restaurant. The ambiance is perfect. The dim lights create an intimate glow. The soothing sound of jazz fills the air, and everything about the moment feels just right. She's sitting there, looking effortlessly beautiful, her hair slightly tousled, wearing the dress you adore, and she's telling you something that matters deeply to her. But then, your phone buzzes. Just a quick glance down to check, a harmless notification from a group chat, nothing urgent. But in that brief instant, you've done something irreversible. When you look back up, you see it. The sparkle in her eyes has faded. The warmth that once radiated between you both now feels distant. You can feel it in your chest. Something's shifted. You've lost the moment. Life demands our attention constantly. Work, messages, distractions, endless to-do lists that pull us in all directions. But in that brief instant, you've made her feel unseen, unimportant, and that is a feeling most women will never voice aloud. It's subtle, but it strikes deep. Women may not always say it, but they notice when your attention slips away. They won't outright demand it, but they'll gradually stop revealing parts of themselves that were once open for sharing in those intimate, present moments. Love is not merely grand gestures or loud declarations. Love lives in the quiet, intimate moments where you are fully present, listening, engaging, and giving her all of you, without reservation. Real love is not about gazing at her as though she's a prize on display. It's about making her feel like she is the center of your universe, even in the most crowded of rooms. And now, I can hear your doubts creeping in. But what if she doesn't notice? What if I give her all my attention and she's still lost in her own world? Here's a secret when you lead with presence. You change everything. You don't need to beg for her attention. By giving her your undivided focus, you create the magnetic pull that draws her back to you. This is the magic of true presence. It's not about demanding attention, it's about commanding it. The ones who leave a lasting mark on the world aren't the loudest. They are the ones who are fully present, deep in their connection, and whose energy lingers long after they've left the room. You may think a woman will forget the text where you said, "I love you," but trust me, she will never forget the look in your eyes when, for a brief moment, she knew that you wanted to be nowhere else but with her. That's the attention women crave, more than any words or promises. So, when you sit with her, be there. Don't be distracted by your mental to-do list or your phone constantly buzzing for your attention. Be with her with a calm, grounded presence that communicates. I'm here, and I'm here fully. Listen to her, not just with your ears, but with your soul. In a world overflowing with distractions, a man who is truly present is a rare and unforgettable force. And that kind of touch that comes from that presence, it's not just a physical gesture, it's a connection that speaks volumes even before words are spoken. This, my friend, is the true meaning of undivided attention. And, as we delve deeper into this wisdom, remember that this is just the beginning. Claim your presence, step into it, and understand this. You are the presence that can change everything. The way you show up for her, your undivided attention, has the power to make her feel loved in ways words can never capture. This is the essence of Old Stoic wisdom, living in the moment, embracing it with a clear mind, staying grounded in your principles, and commanding the attention that speaks volumes. When you truly master this, you become the man who draws the world to him. Women don't just want your presence, they crave it. And when you offer it fully, the world around you shifts. Number 2, speak into her strength. Men, if you truly want to understand how to make a woman feel loved, you must grasp this. It's not about grand words or gestures. It's about recognizing her inner strength. Every woman carries a quiet, often unseen battle with her own sense of worth. The unspoken question that lingers within her, regardless of age, success, or power, is simple yet profound. Am I enough? And it's on you to answer that question, not with empty words, but with actions. Don't wait for her to voice her insecurities. Look at the small things she does, the things she might not even notice. It's in those little, unnoticed acts, when she's working in the kitchen, twisting open a jar, or taking out the trash without being asked, that you can affirm her value. She doesn't expect you to shower her with praise for these tasks, but when you pause and acknowledge her effort, when you say, "I admire how you just take care of things without being asked," you're changing her. You're honouring her, not flattering her. This isn't about giving empty compliments. It's about affirming her strength and showing deep respect for her contributions, even when the world overlooks them. It's here that the wisdom of Stoicism comes in. Epictetus, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, taught that true power comes from recognizing what is right in front of you. Real strength isn't about waiting for acknowledgement, but cultivating it yourself. When you acknowledge her quiet victories, her uncelebrated efforts, you elevate her in a way that no praise or grand gesture ever could. A woman who feels that her efforts are seen and valued, especially in those mundane moments, will rise to become the best version of herself. It's the unseen victories that define true love, not the loud declarations. The more you recognize these moments, the more you build an emotional safety net around her, a support system that's worth far more than any compliment you could ever give. This is where you must change your perspective. You must stop waiting for her to ask for validation. You must actively seek those moments where her strength is visible and then reflect that strength back to her. It's not about feeding her ego, it's about nourishing her inner worth. This is what will make her feel truly loved. Epictetus understood this principle deeply. True power lies in embracing what's in front of you, without the need for fanfare. Don't wait for her to ask for validation. Witness her efforts, celebrate her quiet strength, and speak into her soul. By doing this, you're not only loving her, you're empowering her. And when you empower her, she'll always rise to the occasion and give more than you could ever expect. Let's be clear about something you don't win, by boasting empty words or waiting for a moment to impress her. You win by seeing her, truly seeing her, the woman who works tirelessly without asking for recognition. You win by recognizing her contributions and honoring her strength. Epictetus knew this when he said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. When you react with quiet acknowledgement and appreciation, you create a bond that's rooted in deep respect and understanding. This isn't just about feeling loved. It's about feeling elevated, supported, and seen. And this is how a woman will continue to rise to meet you day after day, stronger and more confident, because you didn't just love her, you believed in her." Men, if you want to master life and relationships, embrace this, speak into her strength. Don't wait for grand moments. The moments you choose to honor her inner power, the times you pause to acknowledge her quiet victories, are the moments that will define your relationship. It's the strength of your recognition that will elevate both her and you. And as she rises, so do you. If you find today's content useful to you, don't forget to share your feelings and lessons with us, or simply comment, "Very cool." It's a great encouragement for our channel makers. Thank you very much. Number 3, touch that lingers, not just passes. Gentlemen, let me give you a secret that's often overlooked but essential to maintaining a powerful connection with your partner, the power of touch that lingers. You see, in the rush of daily life, amidst the noise and chaos, we can forget the profound impact of truly being present with each other. Picture this: you come home after a long, exhausting day, your mind swirling with the demands of the world, your body aching from the strain. And there she is, your partner. She smiles, not with a hurried greeting, but with a warmth that invites you to pause. She moves toward you, not with the fleeting touch of a quick kiss or a brief, absent-minded pat on the back, but with a full embrace. She pulls you in with both arms, wrapping herself around you in a hug that lasts, that lingers. The world outside may still be turning, but for those precious moments, nothing else matters. You breathe in sync, her heart pressed against yours, and the world softens. No words are spoken, but in that stillness, something powerful is communicated. I'm here. You're safe. We are still us. That is the power of touch that lingers. It is not just skin on skin. It is the essence of connection, a silent affirmation of choice, of love, of mutual care. In our modern world, where everything moves fast and feels fleeting, we must remember that deep, meaningful connection doesn't come from mere words or passing moments. It comes from deliberate, intentional actions. The Stoics taught us that strength comes from within, but they also understood the necessity of human connection. They knew that we are social beings, not meant to bear the burdens of life alone. Your partner needs to feel that you are present, not just physically, but emotionally. A fleeting kiss may be fine, but it lacks the depth of a touch that truly lingers. A quick handshake may be functional, but it doesn't stir the soul. A real embrace, the kind that holds you for just a little longer than usual, says everything words cannot. It's in these moments that you show your partner, "I'm here for you," truly. And it's not about lust or desire. It's about something deeper. It's about creating a sense of home, a space where trust, safety, and love grow naturally, without force. In the words of the great philosopher Seneca, the greatest wealth is to live content with little. You don't need grand gestures to show love, to build trust, to deepen your connection. Sometimes it's the quiet moments that matter most, the touch that lingers, the hug that doesn't rush, the gentle reassurance that comes without words. These simple yet profound acts are what truly bond you. The act of holding your partner close, not just for a moment, but for as long as it feels right, provides something far more lasting than a passing phrase like "I love you." It nurtures your relationship, ensuring it's rooted not just in romantic feelings, but in a deep, mutual understanding. Don't let these moments slip by. Take time to touch her with intention, to hold her with meaning. Let go of the distractions and be present. In a world that tells you to rush, Don't rush through your connection. Take a second longer to hold her, to make her feel seen, understood, and cherished. You'll find that the deeper your touch, the stronger your bond. As Marcus Aurelius once said, dwell on the beauty of life, watch the stars, and see yourself running with them. In those moments, you're not just running through life together, you're walking side by side, savouring each step, building a connection that is strong, unwavering, and unshakable. So, make the choice to linger, choose to touch with intention, be present, truly present. Your relationship isn't built on fleeting words or actions, but on the steady, consistent acts of love that show your commitment. A touch that lingers does more than provide comfort. It strengthens your relationship, roots it, and allows both of you to grow in ways words alone cannot achieve. Don't underestimate the power of a touch that lasts just a little longer. It's in these moments of true connection that the real magic happens. Number 4, feed her body, but nourish her spirit. To truly nourish a woman, you must understand that feeding her body is only the beginning. The real nourishment comes when you feed her spirit. It's not about the food itself, but the thought and intention behind it. In a world that demands so much from women, strength, grace, independence, offering a simple act of care, like preparing a meal, carries a power far beyond the plate. Picture this. It's a Tuesday evening. Both of you are drained. The weight of the day heavy on your shoulders. You walk into the kitchen and there she is, making your favourite meal. It's not the quickest, nor the easiest choice, but it's one that speaks volumes. It says, I see you, I understand you, and I appreciate you. This act goes beyond feeding. It's a gesture of connection. When she sits down to that meal, she doesn't just taste the food, she tastes the memory of your thoughtfulness, the comfort of your effort, and the love you've put into it. In those moments, no words are necessary. Her gratitude doesn't need to be spoken. It's in the way she exhales in relief, in the way her eyes soften, and in the way she knows that you took the time to remember what truly matters to her. This isn't submission. It's emotional intelligence, a deeper understanding of each other's needs. You're not performing a task. You're offering her your silent support. In a world where women often hide their vulnerabilities, these acts speak louder than any I love you ever could. Even if you mess it up, if the dish isn't perfect, if you burn it a little or get flour in your hair, don't worry. It's not about perfection. It's about the thought and care you put into it, and the message it sends. She feels loved not because the meal is flawless, but because you showed up for her in the simplest yet most meaningful way. This isn't about domestic duty. It's about building a deep emotional connection. Remember the words of the Stoic philosopher Epictetus: wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. In this simple, quiet act of feeding her, you strip away all the unnecessary distractions and focus on what really matters: connection. You must be present in the moment. Don't just go through the motions. Show her that you understand what truly nourishes her. It's the little things that carry the most weight. And true strength isn't in grand gestures. It's in the small, thoughtful acts that speak directly to the heart. Stoicism teaches us that true mastery comes from knowing what we truly need and what nourishes us. This act of feeding her body and soul is a powerful tool in relationships and a profound way to win at life. It's a way to show, without a single word, that you're always in her corner. This is how you build a bond that doesn't just survive, but thrives. This is how you win, not just in love, but in life. If this resonates with you, comment below and share it with someone who could benefit from this wisdom. Don't forget to subscribe for more life-changing insights. Comment to remember. I cherish the small, meaningful gestures that create deep connections. Leave this in the comments to engage with our community and reflect on the power of genuine care and attention in relationships. Number 5. Your health is her future. Your health is her future, and it's time to recognize that in a way that goes beyond superficial trends. Forget the obsession with scale numbers, tight shirts, or fitting into summer clothes. That's not the true purpose of your wellness journey. This is about something far more profound. It's a promise to her, a vow you make not only for yourself, but for the life you've committed to share with her. Picture this: you're tying your sneakers, preparing your body for movement. It's not out of a sense of obligation or societal expectation, but because you want to be there for her, to be the one beside her for years, even decades to come. Each stretch, each breath you take is more than just an act of physical health. It's a vow to a future. The green smoothie in your hand isn't a punishment, it's preparation. This isn't about depriving yourself. It's about ensuring you live a long, vibrant life together. The goal isn't to be perfect, but to be present, alive, and there for each other when life's adventures call. But here's the real kicker. Your commitment to your health isn't just about your personal well-being. It's about her, too. Every time she sees you prioritizing your health, managing stress, and making choices that reflect self-respect, it offers her peace of mind. She notices the small, powerful shifts, the way you hold yourself, the way you commit to daily health, the way you're present in the moment, not distracted or disengaged. Your actions show her that your body isn't just an instrument for your own desires, but a sacred vessel meant to carry you both through life's journey. And when she sees you treating it with care, it reminds her that your life together is something worth protecting, nurturing, and holding close now. Here's where we can turn to ancient wisdom, particularly Stoic philosophy. The Stoics taught that true strength doesn't lie in showy muscle or grand gestures. It lies in consistency, discipline, and the understanding that life is fleeting. Taking care of your body isn't just about adding years to your life. It's about honoring the precious time you have and making sure that the future you build together is one worth living. It's the little actions that matter most, the quiet commitment to health, the daily choices to live better, healthier. That's the mark of strength that Stoicism praises. And it's not just about words, it's about the unwavering commitment shown through consistent actions, even in small ways, day in and day out. Self-care, far from being selfish, is deeply shared care. When you take the time to care for your health, you're showing her that you're committed to the long haul. You're leading by example, teaching her through your discipline and actions that you're here for the long run, ready to face whatever life brings, side by side. That's something powerful, something that speaks louder than any words you can utter. It's the type of care that forms a foundation for both of you, allowing you to live the kind of life that's about depth, growth, and shared goals. The commitment you show to your health, to a future together, is the true gift you give her. Remember this. Your health is not just your personal goal, it's a vision for the future you're both creating. Every choice you make, from your diet to your exercise routine, is part of building that future. It's a future where both of you are healthy, strong, and ready to make the most of every year, every day, every moment. So, keep pushing forward, don't let up. With every breath, with every step, you are silently saying, I want to build a future with you, and I'm willing to fight for it. In the end, this isn't just about staying physically fit, it's about showing up for her and the future you've vowed to share. Through your actions, you're saying more than just I love you in fleeting words. You're proving it with every choice you make. This is the true power of Stoic wisdom, living with intention, commitment, and strength, not just in words, but in every action you take. Keep following the path of wisdom and self-care, because your health is her future, and that future, it's worth everything. Number 6, dress like desire. Dress like desire. Let's make one thing clear. It's never about impressing her. It's about reminding yourself of the fire you are, the flame, and she's lucky to feel its heat. Life often swallows you whole. You get lost in the routine, wearing the same jeans and t-shirts, going through the motions. But then, tonight, something shifts. You decide to break free. You reach for that suit, the one that fits perfectly, the one she adores. When you put it on, something happens. You walk into that room, and for a brief moment, her world stops. She looks at you, not just with admiration, but with awe, like she's meeting you again for the first time. But it's not the suit that captures her attention. It's the intention behind it, the power behind that choice. When you dress in a way that says, I still want to stoke your desire, even after all the routines, the years, the grind, that speaks louder than anything you could say. Now, you might ask, do I need to keep dressing up to keep her interested? Let me answer you firmly. No, you don't dress up for her, you dress for yourself. You do it because it's a powerful reminder of your own worth. It's about feeling magnetic, alive, confident, remembering who you are. When you look in the mirror and think, damn, I still have it. That's the energy she feels, whether she shows it or not. Women are visual creatures, yes, but they crave more than looks. They desire the energy of a man who knows his power, who refuses to let time or routine dull his shine. This is ancient Stoic wisdom. It's the iron mind that doesn't bow to the pressures of the world. A man who keeps his edge, his fire, sharp no matter what. You dress like desire, not because you want to impress her, but because you're affirming to yourself who you are. You are not defined by the chaos of life, by the grind of the daily routine. You're a force, unyielding, untamed, and you dress like that. True greatness consists in being great in the little things, said Marcus Aurelius. And when you show up as the best version of yourself, you remind her and yourself that you're worth more than just another day slipping by unnoticed. Don't dress for approval. Dress to reclaim your fire. The essence of being a man of substance lies in never letting life's weight crush you. The Stoic mindset, the deep understanding of yourself and the world around you, reminds you of the power of self-respect, self-awareness, and self-love. In a world that demands you forget your worth, it's on you to remind yourself, not just through words, but through actions. When you wear that suit, when you wear that intention, you're signaling to her, to the world, and most importantly, to yourself, that you are a man who stands tall, no matter what the world throws at you. Let us train our minds to desire what the situation demands, said Epictetus. And right now, the situation demands you to dress as a man who commands respect, who understands his value, who knows that life isn't about surviving, it's about thriving. Dress up, not because you want her to notice, but because you want to notice yourself, the man who hasn't lost his fire. This is not vanity. This is mastery, a powerful reminder that you are worthy of greatness every single day. When you dress like this, you aren't just a man in a suit. You are the embodiment of resilience, strength, and self-mastery. Don't let life's hustle make you forget who you are. Number 7. Freedom is the new seduction. Freedom is the new seduction. Picture this. She's sitting there on the couch, headphones in, lost in some show about cooking, fashion, or whatever else she's into. You pass by, and instead of sighing, pulling on her sleeve, or whining about how she's ignoring you, you offer a calm smile and say, "Enjoy your time, babe. I'll see you later. No guilt trip, no pressure, just peace." And that's when the magic happens. She looks up at you, not with guilt or anxiety, but with the sense of security and comfort that comes from knowing that being with a man who doesn't need her to fill every moment of his life feels like freedom. A woman who knows she has the space to breathe without the weight of constant emotional demands will return to you with more of herself, more of her love, and more of her attention. You want to be irresistible. Stop panicking when she pulls away to recharge. Don't suffocate her. Don't cling. Instead, learn to give her the room she needs to be her own person. Because here's the truth. You need to accept love isn't about being together every minute of every day. Love is about being emotionally independent while remaining deeply connected. It's about trusting that she doesn't need to be with you all the time to still care for you, to still love you, and to still choose you. The truth is, when you allow her the freedom to step back, to have her own space, to enjoy her time alone or with her friends, you're actually creating a stronger bond between the two of you. She doesn't need you glued to her side 24/7. What she needs is the reassurance that when she pulls away to recharge, you won't fall apart. You won't spiral into insecurities, demanding constant attention and validation. When she says she's going to hang out with friends, or take a solo drive, or just disappear into her own world, don't take it personally. Don't make it about you. Don't turn it into a crisis. Instead, see it for what it really is, an investment in your relationship. By giving her this space, you're affirming her autonomy, her independence, and her right to exist as a whole person outside of the relationship. You're not losing her by letting her breathe. You're keeping her by letting her feel free. And when she feels free, she will return to you, not out of obligation, but out of a genuine desire to share herself with you, because she's missed you, because she knows you are secure and not clinging to her every move. If you want to be the kind of man she misses, the kind of man who makes her desire your presence, then you need to stop thinking that love is about constant proximity. You must stop seeing her time away from you as a threat. You need to embrace the wisdom of the Stoics, who understood that true strength comes from balance. In their eyes, a man who is truly strong is a man who is emotionally self-sufficient, who does not rely on others for his sense of well-being. This wisdom isn't about shutting down your emotions. It's about mastering them. It's about knowing that love doesn't require constant attention or proximity to thrive. Instead, it thrives when both individuals retain their independence, their personal space, and their sense of self. When you allow her that space, you are strengthening your relationship, not weakening it. You are giving her the freedom to return to you as her best self, not as someone who is worn out from being constantly required to give you attention and validation. That's the key. Freedom isn't a threat to love, it's the foundation on which love can grow. The man who can give his woman space, who doesn't panic when she needs time to herself, who doesn't turn it into an emotional drama, is the man who will be missed the most. You must learn to give her space, not because you don't love her, but because you love her enough to let her be her full, unencumbered self. That's when she will want to come back to you, to share her time, her thoughts, her love with you. Not because she has to, but because she wants to. The Stoic wisdom we draw from tells us that in order to maintain a resilient, unshakable mind, we must find that balance between autonomy and connection. Love, according to this wisdom, is not about never being apart. It's about knowing that both individuals are secure in who they are, whether they are together or apart. True love doesn't need constant attention to thrive. It thrives when both partners are free, strong in their individuality, and yet deeply connected. So, don't stifle her. Don't cling. Don't demand. Instead, give her the space to breathe, to be herself, and watch as she returns to you, stronger, more present, and more in love with you than ever. Number 8. Drop the quickie like a fire starter. Forget the slow, drawn-out rituals. The real secret, gentlemen, is not about making love with elaborate intention every time. Sometimes, it's the spontaneous, unplanned moments that matter the most. Picture this. She's walking past you, in that nightgown, her skin glowing in the dim light, her legs long and elegant. You're busy, lost in your own world, until you sense it, the change in the air, a shift, a spark, and in that instant, you act. No need for candles, no need for music. You just reach out because you know the moment is now. This, right here, is the essence of desire. Your presence, your energy, your hands and lips. They speak louder than words ever could. Forget rehearsals, forget perfection. All that matters is the raw, unfiltered connection between you two. Intimacy doesn't have to be rehearsed. It needs only to be felt in the moment. True intimacy doesn't require a grand plan. It needs permission to be spontaneous, to break the rules, to act on pure instinct. Don't get trapped in the idea that every intimate moment must be planned and flawless. This isn't about playing games to capture her attention. It's not about performing in bed to prove your worth. No, it's about seizing the moment and allowing it to evolve naturally. The depth of the connection isn't measured by the length of time spent together. In fact, sometimes a fleeting moment of intense passion can leave a more lasting impression than hours of careful orchestration. It's about the surprise, the unanticipated thrill, the fire that ignites in an instant. That's what she'll remember. That knowing glance afterward, that quiet confidence, will resonate. You've left your mark. And not because you tried hard to be perfect. You did it because you were present. You acted with intent and authenticity. Stoic wisdom teaches us that true power comes from the ability to be calm amidst the chaos, to hold composure even when desire burns beneath the surface. You must let her see that beneath your cool exterior lies an intensity that's entirely hers. That's the essence of masculinity, not the show of control, but the ability to release that control when it matters most. Even in the simplest, briefest moments, the desire you share can be more profound than any lengthy, drawn-out encounter. And the beauty of it, it's never forced. It's never planned. It's simply you and her, two souls connecting in a flash of truth. In today's world, we've become obsessed with planning and perfection, with orchestrating our lives to the smallest detail. But real passion is far from structured. It is messy, it is spontaneous, and it is unpredictable. The moments that count are those when we drop the act and just be. As Marcus Aurelius said, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts, and those thoughts must allow you to let go of the need to control everything, to surrender to the present moment. When you do this, you show her that you value her enough to drop the pretenses, to embrace the rawness of your connection. You don't need to stage an elaborate affair to prove your worth. Just the simple, powerful act of being present with her in those moments when she least expects it speaks volumes. You must also remember that life moves fast, and so does desire. Don't overthink it. The more you dwell on perfection, the less room you leave for passion to breathe. This is where men falter. They overcomplicate the simplest things. Don't complicate your connection. Act on the moment. Don't wait for the perfect setting or the right time. Be bold, be confident, and when you feel it, seize the moment. In that split second, you can create something unforgettable. It's about the surprise, the energy, the willingness to step out of the ordinary. In just a few minutes, you can create an experience that will stick with her for days, weeks, months. That's the power of the unplanned, of the unexpected. By embracing this philosophy, you're not just being spontaneous, you're demonstrating an understanding of life's fleeting nature. Life doesn't wait for perfect moments. It moves, it flows, and so must you. You must embrace the chaos and the passion that comes with it. As Seneca once said, it is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. Time spent planning every detail is time wasted. The moments that matter are those when you're completely in tune with what's happening right in front of you, when you act on instinct, not on plans. In conclusion, the secret to maintaining the spark in any relationship, especially with a woman, is not to rely on a rigid formula of seduction or romantic rituals. It's about embracing the unpredictability of life and desire. Don't hold back. Let the flames of passion rise, unrestrained and unapologetic. Your presence in those fleeting moments, those bursts of spontaneity, will create a memory far more powerful than anything carefully planned. You must learn to drop the quickie, not as a tactic, but as a spark. Don't plan, just be. That's where the real magic happens. And in the end, it's that spark, that fire, that will keep the connection between you and her alive, stronger than ever before. Number 9. Thank her for the invisible things. In this fast-paced world, it's far too easy to overlook the subtle, often invisible actions women perform daily. They don't ask for applause when they carry in the groceries, fix the leaky sink, or pick up your favourite snack. But deep down, every woman quietly wonders, does he see me? Does he appreciate all that I do, even when it goes unnoticed? As a man, you hold the power to make all the difference here. You must say thank you, not as a half-hearted obligation, but as a genuine, unexpected gesture. That simple phrase, when offered from the heart, tells her everything. It says, I see you. I value what you do, even when it's behind the scenes. Women rarely demand recognition. They don't need constant praise. But when you take the time to acknowledge their quiet contributions, you're sending a powerful message. Don't wait for the big moments to show your appreciation. A sincere thank you at the right time will remind her that she is not invisible, that her efforts are seen, and that her worth extends far beyond the obvious. It's not about grand gestures, it's about showing respect for the countless small, unnoticed things she does. Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, taught us that wisdom comes from recognizing what's within our control. When you thank her for the unseen, you take control of something powerful connection. Life is full of distractions, and while you, too, may long to be seen, the man who acknowledges the invisible, who appreciates instead of expects, fosters a bond that endures. True intimacy doesn't come from public displays or showy performances. It's nurtured in the quiet moments of gratitude. When you notice what others don't, you create a foundation of mutual respect and understanding. And in that space, your relationship grows stronger. Never underestimate the impact of the small things. By thanking her for the invisible, you elevate your bond and create a partnership where both of you can flourish. Don't wait for special occasions. Make it a habit. Gratitude, however small, is the glue that holds everything together. Epictetus would agree. In recognizing the small actions, we often achieve the greatest victories. Number 10. Ask her opinion, then listen like it matters. Ask her opinion, then listen like it matters. This isn't about fixing things, it's about connection. Women don't need you to solve everything, they need to feel heard and respected. When she turns to you for advice, whether it's a small decision or a big one, she's inviting you into her world. She values your input, not because she can't make decisions, but because she trusts your perspective. This is your chance to show up as her partner, not her fixer. Be present. Your opinion matters. When you listen and offer insight, you demonstrate respect, and that's what builds intimacy. This goes beyond the cliches of provide and protect. Real love is in the small moments, how you show up for each other every day. Let her know her thoughts count, and she'll reciprocate with trust and openness. Stoic wisdom teaches us that true strength lies in mutual respect. You don't need to say, I love you constantly. Your actions do the talking. Speak up, listen, and show that you're invested. This is the foundation of a powerful, lasting partnership. Hey there. Thank you for sticking with me until the end. You've just unlocked a new way of thinking about love, and that's powerful. This isn't about random tips. This is about real transformation. When you show up with presence, touch with purpose, and speak with truth, it's not just about love anymore. It's about leaving an impression that stays with someone long after the moment passes. That's how you become unforgettable. If this resonated with you, don't keep it to yourself. Like the video, hit subscribe for more soul, deep content, and share this with a man who's ready to move differently in love. You're no longer chasing attention. You're commanding connection. And always remember, this kind of energy doesn't fade, it echoes. So, stay glowing, stay grounded. I'll see you soon.